What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Daniel's Dimension, and I'm going to be reviewing Avatar 2, The Way of Water. I just got out of the theater not too long ago, and I think this movie is alright. I would say it's a very solid, standard film that's very beautiful looking. That's pretty much how I would describe it. It's basically the first Avatar, but just a lot of water in it. Now, whether or not you like the first Avatar, you gotta admit the visuals and the CGI looks great in the first one and in this one. Everything about this movie looks great, from the water to the jungles to the creatures to the ships, the landscapes. Everything about this movie looks great. I think the action is good too. I like the wars, the shootouts, the fight scenes. The first half of this movie, it does get pretty slowly paced and it drags on for quite a while. But then the second half is when things start to pick up and get a lot better. I think the soundtrack was pretty good. I like the score. It sounded pretty epic to me. And I think the cast and everyone did a good job with the acting. Now, some people are going to ask, is this movie woke? No, not really. I wouldn't really say it's woke. Now, there is a lot of environmental propaganda in this movie, and the overall message is that humans are bad. Just all humans are bad. But if you're expecting like sexist woke, where it's just women that act super tough and masculine and men get trashed and discriminated, then no, I wouldn't say this movie is insanely woke, but I think it's all right. I do think some dialogue and sentences that the characters said they sounded pretty sus. I'm not gonna lie. Like, some people in this movie said some really weird things, and it was very strange hearing young kids and minors swear and cuss a lot. But I assume it's just realistic for how kids behave in the real world. And I feel like the runtime is just way too long. Like, the first Avatar was 2 hours and 40 minutes, I think. This one is 3 hours and 10 minutes, dude. Like, you could have cut out like about an hour of this movie and it would not really change anything. Like, the whole subplot about the son bonding with that whale creature, and Colonel Quaritch with his son hunting the Navi, and that extra military stuff and tribes, like all that stuff could have been just done differently. Like, I wouldn't really cut it out, but just do it in a way where it doesn't feel so long or extended. Like, this movie feels like a director's cut. I don't know if there is going to be a director's cut of The Way of Water. I hope not, but I think this movie turned out all right for the most part. I'm not gonna lie, the story, it was a bit cliche. Like, it got pretty predictable at times, and you can just call stuff out and figure out where the story's gonna go. But I still think the overall plot is fine. Like, I like the idea of Jake and his family being hunted by the humans, and they need to work together with the water people to survive and stop the humans to destroy their home. Like, I think it's a cool movie, and most people came just to see the visuals. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I'd say it's an okay movie. Now, I know James Cameron said that this movie needs to make $2 billion to succeed in the box office. I don't think it's gonna get that far. I'm sure it can make 1 billion, but I don't know about two. Like, this movie needs to stay in theaters for a very long time if it needs to pull in that much. But I feel like most people probably won't go see it, maybe because it's by Disney or people just don't care about the first Avatar. But I'm very interested to see how the box office is going to go, because it seems like most people seem to like this movie, both audiences and critics. So, in final thoughts, I think this movie is okay for me. I would give it a 7 out of 10. So yeah, if you guys are new to my channel, please subscribe, give this video a like, be sure to follow my Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya.